rattle at the door snapped me awake. My head jolted upright, my vision blurry. The headache that followed yet another night of heavy drinking had already begun to kick in. I leaned forward on the armchair and rubbed my hands over my face. The bristles of an unkempt beard irritated my palms like a wire brush. Closing my eyes, I fumbled for the TV remote on the small table at the side of me. A glass clattered onto the wooden surface and rolled with a muted thud onto the carpet, spilling the sickly smelling contents. I gripped the remote and sluggishly aimed it at the direction of the TV, hit the standby button, and plunged the room into darkness. The door rattled again, 3 knocks. Pulling myself up from the chair, I stumbled as I stretched. Steadying myself on the back of the armchair, I rubbed the back of my neck with one hand. The muscles ached. The door rattled again, another 3 knocks. I yelled that I was coming. I shouted, shuffling through the dark room to the doorway that led to the hall. I ran my hand over the wall, searching for the hallway light switch. Then I flicked it on, wincing from the bright light. Another 3 knocks. I shouted that I was coming again, this time more annoyed. Using the banister of the staircase to steady myself, I reached out for the door handle, too soon falling forward. My shoulder took the force as I smashed into the wooden door. I cried out, slumped to the ground, and sat with my back against the door. It rattled 3 more times. The vibrations ran up my spine. It was as if nails had been hammered into my forehead. I winced and held my head once more. I yelled that I was here. I turned my head to the side and screamed at the door. I rolled around so that I was on all fours. I reached up for the handle and took it in one hand as I tried to pull myself up with it. It turned and the door flew open. An ice-cold breeze hit me like a wall. My teeth clenched and my bones froze. Then it stopped, as quickly as it started. Shivering, I stared outside the porch. The moonlight glistened silver off the wet pavement. Shadows of the crooked wooden fence stretched up the steps into the doorway, but nothing else. No one stood there. Pulling myself up onto my feet, I peered outside. Nothing. "Hello?" I said, bewildered. Nobody answered. Probably some kids playing tricks. I cursed out into the street and slammed the door. The key had fallen from the lock onto the mat. Bending down, I picked it up, and after a few attempts, I locked the door. I stood facing the door, trying to figure out what just happened. 3 knocks again, just like before, this time from behind me, inside the house.